Hey, hey, right back to it. All right, so back to the show. So I had little technical difficulties right there, so we can get back into it. I was talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. So anyway, y'all know that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen July 20th, 2024, coming up this summer, right around the time this Daredevil comes. Not Daredevil, Deadpool. I don't know why I said Daredevil. Deadpool comes out. So anyway, so also that's my daughter's birthday, July 21st. So yeah, big times. So we're looking forward to that. Let's get into a couple of things, other things I want to talk about. So I talked about Cardi B got a song, a couple songs out right now, and a little while ago, Cardi B and Offset had a little situation going on, and people all in their business and all that. I don't know why, but people were, and and I guess they separated for a little bit, and Cardi B got a new video out, and Offset directed it. So anyway, I don't know why I said that, but that's out there. You can check that out. So let's get into some TV shows and stuff like that. I watched this show called Standing on Business. I'm 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 standing on business. Anyway, Drewski. Drewski got a show on YouTube called Standing on Business. Standing on Business is that's the song. But the show is called Could Have Been Records or Could Have Been House or something like that. It's a fake, I guess, record label that he's getting money for. He's got sponsors for it and stuff, and he's got people competing for $50,000, which is kind of like a record contract. And it is crazy. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's got Crip Mac on there. He's got a couple other people on there. Chris Brown's going to be on there. I've seen 2 episodes right now. It's 2 episodes out. And yeah, it's deep. It's funny. It's shocking. It's entertaining. It's everything you want to watch in programming. Is degrading though, kind of in a way too. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about Drewski. I don't like how he do parodies of trying to be like he's a gang member. He got a song with Snoop, and in the video he's trying to see Walt, and he's got a flag, and I don't know. But anyway, I guess it's all for fun and games. I guess until it's not. So that's out. It's a Lifetime documentary about Wendy Williams, talk show host. A lot of people watch it. I haven't seen it. I was a fan of hers, kind. I've seen a few of her shows. I wasn't a big fan of the show, but I'm a fan of what she brought, to television. But I guess it's not showing her in a good light. It's a lot of controversy behind that. So you can check that out if you want. Also, BMF is back. Yeah, BMF is back. It's really good. I've been watching a couple episodes. That Little Baby's in it. 2 Chainz was in it. I don't like 2 Chainz characters. I hate her in that. But that's back, and it tells some good parodies. Last episode, Tupac. They had Tupac was in. I didn't know Big Meech knew Tupac. So I didn't know they had playing Tupac. So that's out. A few other things. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters finna come out. If you want to check that out, it's coming out real quick. The original cast is in it. I didn't know Ernie Hudson is 78 years old, same age as my dad. 78, Ernie Hudson. Don't look it, still doing it. Sounds good, looks good. So I'm gonna check that out. There's a big fight coming up next month. My man Devin Haney is going to be fighting Garcia. I think that's my man's name. Yeah, I think he's been like having some mental breakdowns or something like that. I don't know what's up with that. So yeah. Let me get some about topics real quick. I told you I had technical difficulties a little while ago, so I'm back. I'm back on air. Did I cover everything over the Cardi B, Cartier, Ty Dolla $ign, Vultures 2 is coming out. I told you about that. A little bit, that Casanat guy, that kid that does YouTube or whatever. Kanye, I guess he sent him some merchandise. He was trying it on, and he was kind of dissing the merchandise, saying it didn't fit him. And yeah, and Drake sent him some merchandise too. There's some things going on with Drake too. I might not talk about that this show. I might talk about that next show. But I talked about the Jay. I want to talk about Charlamagne a little bit, and then we're gonna get into this Trump Joe Biden thing, and then TikTok. Charlamagne, this is my thing. This brother has forgot where he came from. And I know this is a cliche. I know a lot of people say, skin folk ain't kin folk, and people forget, where you come from. You go Hollywood and all these other weird terms that come up with it. Skin folk ain't kin folk ain't a weird term. That's a real thing. I'll talk about that later today too. But all these other little cliches people come with may not hold water. But this one that I'm finna talk about right now definitely holds water, bruh. DJ Envy is a DJ. DJ Envy, I don't agree with him all the time. I don't think he is the pacification of what a DJ is. But, you know, he earned his stripes and he gets my respect. Shout out to DJ Envy. No shade at all. But that's his show. The Breakfast Club is DJ Envy's show that they put Charlamagne and Angela Yee around. DJ Envy's the star of the show. It's his show. He controls the board and all that. They got a board op also, but DJ Envy it's his show. When Charlamagne came to the Breakfast Club, he ain't know nothing about radio, really. He'd been doing radio a few other places, but he hadn't ran that. He hadn't had his own thing on that level. Even if he had a minor community radio like I do, right? But he didn't have it on that. Envy was already on a radio station, already doing his thing, DJing. Maybe not hosting in that capacity, but DJing. But that's his show. They centered it around him. Charlamagne does not have the education level that Envy has, or Angela Yee at the time. Noted, he always said that he went to night school and this, that, and the third, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's like me saying if I'm in a room with people from Harvard, right? And I got a community college education, I would sound stupid trying to act like I'm on their level academically, right? Not saying that they're better than me or smarter than me, but academically they're elite if they're on that level. Not saying Envy is, but I'm saying a comparison. So back to what I'm saying. Charlamagne has reached a point to where he feels like that he's smarter than Envy because he has some books, he has a book imprint, he's put smart people smarter than him in positions of power and better financial gain. He has his own social and what's it called, mental wellness group and therapy and all this. He does a lot of good things that's way above his IQ and his education level. So he's a very smart person is what I'm saying. I'm not saying Charlamagne is done by no measures. But that ego, because he's gone so far, because he has so many things going on, because he has reached a certain level, right? And he's around these people and he's in these rooms and he's done these shows and he's hosted TV shows night on Comedy Central and he's been invited to ABC and done interviews and so on and so forth. He's forgot you ain't better than the people that you started with, bro. That's why you and Angela Yee wouldn't get along. Because you were trying to sun her. You were acting like her commentary and her subjective takes didn't matter. Like she was boring. When she would do her Angela Yee, her thing, you would yawn and all that stuff. You do that with Envy. You do that on this show. Jess be calling you out. When you be trying to cut in on, when she be doing her Jess with the mess, and you be trying to cut in and ask questions, she be calling you out. You used to do that with Angela. And she said, I don't do that when you do your donkey of the day. I don't be cutting in and cutting out. She be calling you out. Because she ain't putting up with that. Because she's a celebrity without y'all. See, Jess was already famous. Jess was already doing TV shows. I remember that TV show she was on, I think it was on Fox, with Lil Rel. Jess was on there. Okay? She already had, people knew who Jess was before she came on y'all show. Now, don't try, Charlamagne. People know you from that show. DJ Envy, people knew DJ Envy before that show, Charlamagne. You was an intern on Wendy Williams' show. You worked on in Wendy Williams' show. You did some radio on some smaller markets, but not on a big level. The Breakfast Club made you, bruh. Radio made you. Now I hear you trying to hate on YouTubers, talking about it's going to come to a point to where to be on YouTube and do commentary and make subjective commentary on people, you got to have a license. This is what you said on one of your shows this past week. That people on YouTube and stuff are going to have licenses. So they're going to pay millions of dollars because if they say something wrong, they get fined. Why? Because you on the radio now? You got YouTube shows too that you do different, that you have different views, different opinions on those shows, brilliant idiots. You don't say to have had the same takes on those shows that you have on Breakfast Club. You talk totally different. So that's what you're saying? Because you can lose your FCC license too. I have one too. I have an FCC license. Charlamagne. So I'm saying anybody that does radio has an FCC license. You have to take the test to be on radio. So that don't make you better, smarter, or brighter than anybody. And then I'm saying that's what you were saying doing that, but it's subjective. And that's how you come off. Perception's everything, especially in this day. And you know that. You say that on your show. But back to what my main point is, that's not what's going to break up the show. What's going to break up the show because you stepping on envy toes. See, when you start backbiting and stepping on your people that you depend on toes, that's what's going to fall apart. Because envy will make a take, and you be trying to overrule them, overtalk them. Just listen to last week's show. His points. And he makes valid points. I don't agree with envy all the time. He's not my kind of guy. He's a Queens dude. You know what I'm saying? His upbringing was different than mine. I like envy, though. Envy's a smart guy, and his education matters, and his takes and experience in hip-hop matters. So I listen to Envy, and I agree with him a lot of the time. I agree with Charlamagne on some points, but he's rude, he's condescending, and now he's outgrown that seat. He's outgrown that seat. And the people and his co-partners on that show know so. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he's entertaining, but sometimes it's annoying, and maybe that's what he goes for now. He was just doing an interview with Pac-Man Jones, and even doing Pac-Man Jones when they was finna listen to his music, just called him out and said that, yeah, you already gonna hate on it. You already, he was like, no, I want to listen to it. I ain't gonna hate on it, but if I don't like it, I'm gonna hate on it. But they already know you. That's who you are. So let's move on to this TikTok. Anyway, so TikTok. Why does the government want to get rid of TikTok? Why is the government trying to censor TikTok? Why are old white men, basically, there's some white women too, and probably some black people too, but basically I'm hearing on the news that it takes is older white men talking about TikTok, something they don't use, they don't care nothing about. And why are they just trying to regulate TikTok? They just had Facebook and all them on there too, right? And basically what they want to do, they want to sell it, they want to take it over. But you got all the Chinese companies buying all the land here, all these farmlands here, you know what I'm saying, and changing the game here. I didn't know Syngenta was owned by a Chinese company. Syngenta is one of the biggest farm product crop producing companies here in Iowa. They own big property and big chemical plants and test plots all over here in Iowa. Syngenta is owned by a Chinese corporation here in the Midwest. But ain't nobody talking about that. That's the land in your backyard. They buying up y'all land. But ain't nobody talking about that. We talking about TikTok. We talking about TikTok. We ain't talking about how Instagram, Facebook, Google, all these other countries, all these other companies, and Google is a Swedish company, I believe Sweden and some other countries, it's not an American company. They have an office headquarters in California, but the people are from another country. But anyway, I guess it's regulated. But they get your information. Your pictures and stuff like that is not on your phone. This video you're watching right now is not on your phone. It's on the server. So that means all your photos, all your videos, all your text messages you ever sent, all your intimate stuff you ever sent on a wireless device is being stored in the cloud or in some other place. They have it. And when you agree to use these apps, you agree to that they can do that. They store it. They got your stuff. But it's okay because it's America. We got to get to the root of it. What is the real reason? And before Donald Trump was against TikTok because they was clowning him. See, Donald Trump went against TikTok. Oh, they're trying to steal your data. But they was clowning him. He didn't like it. So he wanted to get rid of it. Now he's down with it because somebody in his circle that gave him money owns some shares of TikTok. So if they take it away, he going to lose money. They make him buy it. Mark Zuckerberg, all of them want to buy it. They want to control it. It's like he bought Instagram. Just like my man Dorsey sold Twitter to Elon Musk. He just sent some rockets up in there. They said that Elon Musk helped pay that bail. That said not bail, but that $91 million that Trump had to pay to that lady. Anyway, so let's get into that. Anyway, TikTok, I don't know what I agree. I don't think TikTok should be banned. I think TikTok is TikTok. I started getting TikTok because Donald Trump was trying to get rid of it. That's when I downloaded it. I downloaded TikTok when Donald Trump was threatening to get rid of it. I'm like, if he's trying to get rid of it, it's a reason. I need to have it. And that's what's going to happen now. So, I don't know. They did change it up some. TikTok used to be way crazier. When it first started, I used to see some wild videos on TikTok. I used to see some stuff doing COVID and stuff. I used to see some videos on TikTok before they censored it. Before the government censored the TikTok, I used to see stuff on TikTok that was wild. Like, you could see people, like, get shot, like, live. Like, it was some wild stuff on TikTok. So, yeah, I agree with some of the censors because but kids ain't supposed to be on TikTok. They keep on talking about how social media is hurting kids. Let's talk about that a little bit. They keep on talking about social media is hurting kids. Kids ain't supposed to be on social media. You're supposed to be 18 years old to have an email, and you can't have no social media without an email. So who giving these emails? I think it's 13. I think 13 is the bare minimum. I guess it might be state by state too. I don't know. I ain't factual. Don't take my word for it. But I think some states might be 13. But I thought most places, I thought the regulation was for you to have an email, you had to be 18 years old. All right. So if you start your kid's social media account, you did that. You had to lie for the email. You had to lie for your kids. Some of these PlayStation, these Xbox Live accounts, they can't play some of these games like Call of Duty and some of these other games. They can't play that. It ain't for kids. It ain't for 10-year-olds. It ain't for 8-year-olds. But you playing it, and your kids you like, oh, it's just a video game. Your kid playing it. So you're like, oh, yeah, you can play it. And they ain't playing these games with grown-ups. And they talking to grown-ups on the mic because they want to have a mic too. I ain't going to tell no mic. Oh, let me have a mic. So who's the fault? And then we want to blame everybody else. Blame. And then you get people that don't even know nothing about the game. GOP, House of Representatives, all Republicans. They don't know nothing about the games. They don't know nothing about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. They do Facebook. People right now that understand social media, nobody does Facebook. Ain't nobody. Everybody got a Facebook. Ain't nobody on Facebook. Facebook is the newspaper. We scroll Facebook. You might comment. It's a bunch of ads anyway. Nobody does Facebook. Your mom and daddy on Facebook. Nobody's on Facebook. Your job's on Facebook. Nobody's on Facebook. If you do social media, you're on Instagram, you're on Twitter, you're on Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? You're on some of these other sites. You're on TikTok. That's what you're on. You know what I mean? That's what you're on. And that's the problem because TikTok is bigger than Instagram. It's bigger than Facebook because Facebook is old. It's always something new. It's always going to be the hot thing. Snapchat's still popping because Snapchat is different than the rest of them. I don't know how they got it going on, but Snapchat is improving. I'm on Snapchat more than I'm on anything. Real talk. So anyway, I've been on Snapchat since 2009. I had a Snapchat before I had Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, all that. I had Twitter. I had Snapchat and Twitter. That's what I had because I'm a gamer. So anyway, let's move on to Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So this is a repeat of 2020. You remember 2020 was leap year. Check that out, huh? Y'all remember that 4 years ago? It was a leap year, 2020. When COVID happened, that was a leap year. It was 29 days in February in 2020. And guess what? It's 29 days. It was 29 days in 2024. And we got the same thing, Groundhog Day, all over again. We got the same thing. We got Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It's all over again. Leap year. 2024, 2020. This time, we finna in April 10th, we're going to have a lunar eclipse where the moon is going to block the sun for like 4 minutes in the middle of the day, like around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The moon is going to be perfectly blocking out the sun for like 4 minutes. It's going to be completely dark around not the whole planet, but certain parts of the planet, you're going to be see it really good. Like 15 places here in the United States, you're going to be see it really good. But I think you're going to see it everywhere. But you got to have some glasses or something to look at it. You let kids out of school don't want to look at it. So back to this Joe Biden, to Trump. It's what we doing, what we doing, man. Nigga ain't letting back out. What we doing? We doing this all over again. It's 2020. What's going to happen now? Virus is going to pop out. Trump is on a warpath. What are y'all doing? Y'all got Sleepy Joe. Y'all got the line con artist, grab him by the P word, Donald Trump. Womanizer. A dude that's about to fall over, can't remember nothing. Like, what are we doing? This is America. You got wars going on. You got Haiti. I ain't even talked about Haiti. I ain't even talked about the Haitians. They ain't had a president since 2021. I'm looking at it right now. The gangs took over Haiti, 80% of the country. Because hurt people. It's been a poor country forever. And I'm not saying any sympathy for the gangs over there, because that's crazy. But I understand. Okay? Haiti's one of the poorest countries in the world. It's been poor forever. It's been victimized. They have their freedom, and they've been persecuting them and denying them ever since. Black people get it not just in America, all over the world. Black people have been persecuted. Now, I'm not making, like I said, I'm not apologizing or trying to play down what's going on over there. That's wrong. That's crazy. They killed the leader. But what was the leader doing? I don't know much about the man. You know what I mean? United States back where they want to back up. They say it was a hit squad that took him out. And you know what I mean? And then they had some other dude that he said they didn't want him to come back. I can read the story, but I don't want to read the story. I'm surprised the United States even talking about it. It's been going on for a long time. It's the world we live in. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Y'all know who y'all gonna vote for. Y'all, and I'm not gonna say sit on the couch because you can't sit on the couch. You can't. If you sit this out, and it's gonna be a low turnout this time voting. But you can't sit on the couch. You can't. You gotta get out there. You gotta mix it up. You know, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. Joe Biden or Donald Trump again? That's the best y'all can do. That's the best this country can do. Give us these same two old dudes 4 years later. Did we all die when COVID happened? Did we? Because how is this happening again? This is like a nightmare. It was crazy in 2020 when it was Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Like we was like, okay, Donald Trump won when he beat Hillary, which was crazy, right? That was crazy when he beat Hillary. But it was Hillary. Her stuff wasn't together. She shouldn't have been the one running against Trump. But it was. It was like, and the Democrats weren't even really down with Hillary. It was like, it's her turn. She earned her turn to run for president. So it was like an obligation to support Hillary Clinton. And they figured she could beat Donald Trump. They was wrong. They didn't like Hillary. And that stuff that happened overseas at that and what's it called? I just said it a minute ago. Embassy. Yeah. And then line and all that. Yeah, that got her. That Snowden tapes that's got Hillary. Anyway, so then Donald Trump won. And then when Donald Trump won in 2020, it's like, okay, who's going to go up against him? They had all these people, right? All these Democrats. They're like, oh, we're going to whoop Trump. Because it's Trump, right? We're going to whoop Trump. And then it ended up being Donald Trump. And, whatever the dude president is now, right? His name is Joe Biden. I don't even like it. I won't forget his name already. It was Joe Biden, right? And I knew it was going to be Joe Biden. This is how I knew it was going to be Joe Biden. Because Bernie Sanders is too socialist. Bernie Sanders had great ideas, but he's too America. Just because your ideas is great don't mean America's ready for you. America wasn't ready to free the slaves for years. You had to get the right people to come around. You had to keep talking about it, convincing people and showing people that it was the right thing to do year after year after year after year after year till they finally say, all right, yeah, you're right. And that's what they had to do, right? That's what they had to do. So I knew Bernie, Bernie had good ideas, man. They ain't ready for the socialist stuff. Then Elizabeth Warren, she was kind of socialist, right? But not as much as Bernie. But then she blew herself out the water when she tried to say that she was ethnic. She had Native American in her bloodline. You the whitest white woman. Even if you had a quarter of it in you, shut up. And that's what messed you up. You should just keep on doing what you was doing in the beginning. Then you had Pete, they wasn't ready for a gay president. This country's not ready for that. Maybe in 20 years, maybe sooner. I don't know. But they wasn't ready in 2020. That's for sure. In 2020, they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for that. And who else was even a contender? I mean, Cory Booker. Shout out to my man, Cory Booker. Cory Booker could have did something, but he was a single man. He not married, ain't got no kids. He was dating Rosario Dawson. Shout out to that. That looked good. But, he's not strong. Yeah, you strong, Cory, but I don't know. I rock with you. I still think out of that field, you was the best. I just don't think America seen you as the best. That's a better way for me to say it. Cory Booker was definitely the best for the job. He would have been a great president currently. I think he could have got a lot of stuff done because he could have appealed to a lot of liberals and moderates. You know what I mean? But I don't think the majority, like the real white guys, you know what I'm saying? It was too many of them for him. It wasn't gonna work. Who else? Beto O'Rourke, I think he dropped out a long time ago. Amy Klobuchar, the dude from New York, Bill de Blasio, they had no chance. Fernando Castillo. Damn, ain't that no Democrats now. It was Joe Biden. I knew it was gonna be Joe Biden, man. I knew it was gonna be Joe Biden. So because Joe Biden is like them, he kind of Republican. You know, he a moderate. He's a real mild moderate though. He ain't even a strong moderate. So I knew it was gonna be him. And I just wanted somebody to beat Trump. That was that's why I was rocking with Joe. First round, I was rocking with Joe because I wanted somebody to beat Trump because Trump does not it does not present my interests. You know what I'm saying? He does not promote my interests as a black man in America. Trump does not promote my interests. You know what I mean? So I can't. Matter of fact, he's against my interests. That's the difference. You don't have to promote my interests, but if you don't promote my interests and you sound like you're against my interests, I can't rock with you. You know what I mean? I can't rock with you because I'm an American, but I'm a black American first. See, I'm a black man in America. Yeah, I'm American. Everywhere I go in the world, I'm American. But I'm a black American first. And in my own country, that's how you see me. Donald Trump and everybody else that's not black, or even Latinos look at me as black American. It's a black man. And then once you get to know me, you find out he's a black man with money, or he's a black man that's broke, or he's a black man that's not educated, or it's a black man that is educated. You know what I mean? Once you get to know a person. And that's okay. I want you to see me. Don't judge me on that. And that's the problem here in America. We get prejudged off who we are. You don't allow to find out who that person is and then judge. Here in America, you judge off skin color. You can be a well-dressed black man. You still a nigga. Yeah, I said it. No matter where you go in this world, here in America, I say in the world, in this country, that's what they see you as first. Not everybody, not every white person, not every Latino, not every Asian. They don't see you at that. Not everyone. But the majority of this country, that's what they see first. When they see this skin, they see this color skin, that's what they see, that's what they think. And I know it to be true. I don't care what you say, I know it to be true because I lived it. See, living the life is different than reading it or sitting in a box or behind a keyboard and just making comparison or living in your small bubble in your small little town and you see stuff on TV and you might have went to the big city once or twice and so you don't really know. But when you lived an experience, see, I'm a person that lived experience. See, I lived in the area that it was all black, predominantly black. Some white people too. But I lived a life. And because of that, I've experienced things. But I know that it's different all over the world. So I'll treat people as people first. Then I find out who you are. People. Once I find out who you are, then I make a decision. People. Black, Asian, Latino, white, man, woman, gay, straight. Humans. Everybody. Humans. I understand humanity. I champion humanity. Because if we start there, we can break down all those old other stereotypes and stigmas and support each other. If we do that, if we see the humanity in the people that we encounter, if we see that first, not that skin color, not the way the person is dressed, the color of their hair, the length of their hair, the texture of their hair, you know what I mean? None of that. If we get that out the way and see the humanity and notice and understand that they are that person, that they are gay, that they are black, that they are Latino, that they are Asian, and respect that and act accordingly, oh man, this country would be, woo, the world would be better. See? Because see, material stuff and money don't mean nothing. Because everything on this planet was already here. See, the wood for the trees that built the homes is already here. Somebody just had to do the work. So I understand paying labor. But taxing people and making profits on things that you don't own, that you didn't create, is ludicrous. Water, charging, okay, you want to charge for cleaning and filtering the water and putting the pipes in to get the water to the people. Okay, I understand that to a certain degree. But to tax it and to make profit off of it, I don't understand it. How can a community tax you and then charge you for the water? Why do you have to pay taxes to a town and then have to pay them for the service of the water? Why can't you just pay for the utility of the water, not the water itself? Because the water should be free. So you're paying for the utility of the water, the pipes for getting it there, the installation of the pipes, That's a one-time payment. If they put the pipes in once, you should make a one-time payment. If you want to break it down in installments, that's what it should be. Installments. Once it's paid off, that should be a service that comes off the bill forever. And the only thing you're paying for now is the flow of the water, not the water itself, not how many gallons of water you consumed, just the flow of the water. So it's a price that's just a set price. Okay, so you got water, so it's $5 for the connection. Property owner pays for the installation, and you pay for the service, for the utility of it flowing. We're keeping it flowing. We're cleaning the water, and we're keeping it flowing. You don't pay for the water because the water was already here. We didn't create the water. The city, the town, the county, the state did not create the water. The water was already here. God created the water, if you want to go by church and state. So that's the stuff I'm talking about. Those are the things that need to be said. People don't say things like that. That's why Nikola Tesla, the inventor back in the 20s, early 1900s, Wi-Fi was going to be free. Electricity was going to be free because he didn't invent it. He figured out how to use it, how to harness it, how to control it. He figured it out. He didn't create electricity. Humans did not create electricity. We harnessed the electricity. We serviced the electricity to other purposes, to buildings and corporations to use for lights and other things to power things. That's called service. We have technicians to put wiring in so we can use the utility. That can be charged. But once it's in place, those charges should be gone. The only thing you should be charging is the service of it. If something goes wrong and whatever fees it costs them to keep their generators running. It should not be a charge of how many watts you've used so many kilowatts this month. This is your charge. How you charge me for using electricity that is free? How you charge me for using something that you didn't create? Charge me a service for using it, not the amount that I used. That's what I'm saying. Y'all know I'm making sense. This is Merle on the Move. Once again, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off there. I want to get that out the way. And I support TikTok. I'm going to say that again. They ain't stealing your data no more. It's owned by a Chinese corporation. And the Chinese government owning it. They want to do something with your man, and they do it here. United States do it here. They do it everywhere. They're not the enemy until they say it. Are we in a war with China? We in a war with Russia. They cheated with Facebook. They used Facebook to mess up the elections, and that's legal. You can look that up. That really happened. Russia used Facebook to try to mess up the elections. Y'all remember when the Democrat, they was like hacked the Democratic elections in 2016? Come on now, don't act like y'all forgot. That was Facebook. And they called them to Congress, made them apologize. All that stuff was Facebook. So what's the difference? Because it's American? They robbing us all the time. Y'all better wake up. The people that's going to break in your house is going to be somebody that know you. I'm going to tell you that right now. The people that break in your house or that's going to rob you out your house or steal something out your house is going to be somebody that's been in your house. They've been in there. They know where it's at. They know what you got. People don't just go break in random people's houses. They don't know what's in there. They don't know if you're in there. Could be anything in there. Dogs, guns, whatever. Most people that break in your house, I'm not saying it always, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be in your house. So, the people that's robbing us, taking our money, taking our information, taking our data, is the people here. The people on Facebook, the Instagrams, the Twitters, all these other apps, all these sex apps, Pornhub, whatever you're on. Whatever you're giving your email to, that email, boom, there you go. You got to put your birthday, social security number. They want your mama's name. They want your mama's maiden name. How you know? Have you ever called a credit card company and say, hey, is my data secure? Hey, anybody called in and asked for some of my data today? Why don't you call the bank? Call your bank tomorrow and say, hey, has anybody called in and asked for my data today? Is my data protected? Y'all good? We good over there at the bank? All right. Well, I'm making a mockery out of it. And, of course, I'm not accurate. But anyway, you get what I'm saying, though, man. What are we doing here? Tighten up everywhere. They buying the land up. Trump said he going to let Russia take Ukraine. But y'all send all that money. So all that money for nothing. All that money that they sent to Ukraine. If y'all let Trump in 2024 in November, he say, man, Putin going to do you. Then what? Y'all gonna say, oh, we want the money back. But the money gonna come back. How we gonna get the money back? Putin ain't gonna give y'all no money. Putin ain't gonna give y'all no money back, man. He ain't gonna get no money. And Ukraine ain't gonna be able to get y'all no money back if Putin take it over. What we doing here? As I say, when I sign off tonight, be a good human. Put humans first. This is Merle on the Moon. 21.